And we got across to more breaking news coming in. Raksha Mantri's big POK remark that has just come in, where he said that POK residents are our very own. He's also gone on to say that POK residents will join India in the future. In that scenario, that India takes decisive action when it comes to POK. Rajnath Singh has made it very clear that India is committed to Modi's One India vision. POK was ours and will remain ours, and it is only a matter of time that it will be taken back. But this is a big assurance coming in from the Raksha Mantri, where he also says that all the residents living in POK are ours. They originally belong to India and they will join India in the future. A huge remark coming in from the Raksha Mantri, who has at several instances said how POK will be taken at a later point, and is now saying that the POK, I beg your pardon, the people of POK also belong to India and will join India in the future. Listen in.
पाक ऑक्युपाइड कश्मीर के लोग वो हमारे अपने हैं, हमारे परिवार के हिस्सा हैं। हम प्रधानमंत्री के श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत के संकल्प के लिए पूरी तरह से प्रतिबद्ध हैं और हमें यह पूर्ण विश्वास है कि हमारे वो भाई जो आज हमसे भौगोलिक और राजनीतिक रूप से अलग हैं, वो भी अपने स्वाभिमान, आत्मा की आवाज और स्वेच्छा से भारत की मुख्य धारा में कभी न कभी जरूर वापस लौटेंगे।
Cutting across to my colleague Shivani Sharma joining us on the broadcast. And Shivani, that's a big statement coming in from the Raksha Mantri, where at several instances in the past he said that it is only a matter of time that POK will be taken back. Today he's putting out this huge assurance to all the people living there, saying that you belong to us, and in the future that this scenario occurs, they will all join India.
So, Aisha, see, this has been a statement that has come from the Raksha Mantri several times if we talk about his statements on POK in past few years. And today also he's brought that hope and assurance that the people of POK have a connect with India. They are like our own family, and very soon they will be a part of India. That's what the assurance has come, and this is a very bold statement, especially when we talk about relating it to Operation Sindhu, what has happened, and the hopes that were high that time too. Expectations were high that India can proceed with certain action. But Suesha, these kind of remarks that have come from the Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, along with a number of other bold statements where he has not only lauded the armed forces of India, the Atmanirbhar mission of India, the remark on the POK seems to be the very strong one, where he has brought in that hope and assurance for the people out there and said that very soon POK people will be in our territory, and the territory has been our own. So India has been very clear on that stand that POK is a part of India, and very soon it's just a matter of time when it will be a...
It was brought out by Honorable RM as well as Defence Secretary that the fact that AMCA, the Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, I'm not calling it what generation, because finally when it comes out it should be of contemporary generation, but that AMCA has been cleared for even participation by private industry, which is a very big step, and that is the kind of, I think, confidence that the nation has in private industry today, and I'm sure this is going to pave a way to bigger things coming in the future. As far as Indian Air Force is concerned, I know we are a seafaring nation, and we need to be the big naval power. But I think whether it's a land power or naval power, Air Force will always remain. The air power will have to be interesting to both these. Any kind of operations that we do, we can't do it without air power, and I think that has been proved very well during these operations also. So our focus as far as air power is concerned, we need to make sure that, we have to have the capability plus the capacity. This again has been alluded to today. We cannot just talk about producing in India. We need to start designing and developing in India also. And when it comes to producing in numbers, the capacity comes in. So we need to have this trust between the forces and the industry continued. We need to have the communication continued. We need to be open with each other. We need to be very open and forthright with each other so that this relationship doesn't break down anywhere. You know, that pran jaye par vachan na jaye. RM just told today only. I think that is something that we have to do. That एक बारी जो हमने commit किया है, फिर मैं अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनता, है ना, वो वाले. I'm not going into numbers. Air Force is trying its best to do maximum possible as far as Make in India is concerned, Make program, IDEX program, the number of orders that have been given to the Indian industry, some of the rules that the government made. I'm not saying that we would have come on this path on our own. There were times when we were always, doubting the Indian industry that it cannot give us the kind of return that we want, it cannot give us the product that we want, and we were looking outward more. But over the last decade plus, I think things have changed quite a bit. A rap on our knuckles has made us think inward and look inward, and then we realized that yes, there are a lot of opportunities that we have within India, and now also the current situation in the world has made us realize that Atmanirbharta is the only solution. But we have to be now ready to be future ready. So that is the concern, that yes, I can look at next 10 years, we will have certain more.
I want to go back to my colleague Shivani, who continues to stay with us. And Shivani, all in all, the message is very clear. India is future ready. And that is the message coming in from the center, from our forces, of how we've displayed our indigenous capabilities during Operation Sindhu, of how we've ruled the skies and the ground against the enemy, and what we are capable of doing in the future when it comes to POK, of what India's plans are.
Swesha, past few years have been the years of transformation when it comes to the defence reforms, and the Atmanirbhar Bharat mission has been translated very efficiently, especially when it comes to defence power. Because, India has been indigenizing, it has been cutting on its imports from foreign countries for its defence platforms. And what we heard today, not only by the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh at the CII Business Summit, that Operation Sindhu was an example of the fact that Atmanirbharta is the essence, is the power, and India is making itself ready for any kind of future wars, and that too with its own defence platforms, its own weapon systems. And what the Indian Air Force chief has also said out here, he has reiterated that when it comes to AMCA, that happens to be India's very own 5th generation fighter jet program, which is pacing up with the approval of the private industry now. It is the strength of Atmanirbharta once again, because we do not want any kind of foreign 5th generation craft, but we are focusing on our own strength. And he also said that Atmanirbharta is the key. We are seeing what has been happening in the world, especially in terms of the conflicts that we've seen, the drone wars that are happening, the Russia-Ukraine war. All those wars have made India learn that we need our own defense platforms, and that's what we are going ahead with. So the statements that have been coming here, Swesha, about the Operation Sindhu and the Atmanirbharta are once again reiterating the fact.
Oh yes, absolutely. Shivani, I want to thank you for joining us at the moment.